Awesome. So, what got you interested in one-on-one coaching?
Uh, I think I really wanted to improve on my gameplay on Overwatch. Like I started playing not so long ago, and it's
Hmm.
a game I really like. So when I see the skill level among like all across like top 500 players,
Yeah.
just impressive. So just want to try to reach that,
Sure. Of
maybe.
course. Of course. Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, I guess my question for you is, how long have you been playing?
Like, about 8 months, maybe.
What got you into it in the first place?
Uh, just someday I decided like I've heard of Overwatch, so wanna just try it. That's
Yeah.
how it
Sure.
went.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. And I see here that you're kind of like a flex player, play a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, obviously, I don't know how out of date or how up to date this form is, but Hog, Echo, May, on. Is that still the case right now?
Uh, mm, I would say yes. I started playing a lot of Break too,
Hmm.
and really enjoying it.
Okay.
Mainly those characters, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So, what got you into those characters? Did you just? I assume you tried a lot of different characters and just see how they felt and seem to enjoy those characters. What
Uh,
What about those characters do you enjoy?
well, Anna, it's because I just started watching ML7 and I just saw how crazy he could control the game just
Yeah.
by some good nades and good sleeps
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
positioning everything. Like
Right.
so Anna's power like to control the field. For Echo, it's like DPS I started playing first Hanzo. I was watching our gameplay and I like how he plays it sneaky.
Yes.
So I tried to do the same with Echo, and it kind of worked. And I saw that there's a lot of potential with Echo, so that's why I just kept playing her.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think that that's 100% a playstyle that you can mirror with Echo. I mean, maybe you don't quite have like the one shot potential, but like if anything, you have more mobility, right? So you can do even crazier things with Echo. So
Yes,
okay. Now, what about May? What appeals to you about May?
Maze. It's like the creativity that you
Uh,
can have. Like I don't know. Today I played May this morning, and there was a Roadhog that was about to hook Mariana. I saw that. I saw he was about to hook, and I placed a wall just between the between them. Like
nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean,
it was
I really
really
enjoy
fun.
that kind of stuff too. You know, you could even wall up, you know, like wall up and take high grounds and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of fun things you can do.
very
Okay,
very
and
good.
now why hog?
Uh, Someday I just found Six gameplay. Like, do you know about
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the way he could hook people across across the room and isolate them behind the wall and just
Mm.
body block them. That was astonishing to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
And just I
he
don't
is a
know
lot.
the fact that you can put pressure not just on the front line but also on the flanks just a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's nothing like hitting a hook too. You know, talk about hitting a
Yes,
sleep dart, hitting a nade, hitting a hook is like I'm not a
so
huge
perfect.
hog player myself, but I really do enjoy the feeling of hitting hooks. So okay, okay, sounds good. And then and I guess you said you've been playing a little bit of Brig recently. Why Brig?
Uh, just because well, with Sombra, with people playing Sombra, like I think it was a game. There was the enemy team were playing Monkey, Sombra, Tracer, Kiriko, and Ana.
Yeah.
And I felt like as Ana, I couldn't do much. Like I know I can punish them with Ana, but I didn't have the skill level to do it. And I wanted to try break, see how it worked. So I went break and just denying monkey dive with a whip shot or just placing myself well in a place that can deny Sombra or Tracer. That was just
Yeah.
perfect and won us the game.
Oh,
And
that's
I
awesome,
saw
dude.
that I could repeat that even with hit guns. Like I had a game on, I think it was Junkertown, where they had a soldier, and the soldier kept sliding on high ground at some point where we were all the way back to like the end of first point.
Yep, yep, yep.
So I saw that I could just pressure her, stay on high ground, like maybe not alone. I was alone because our Mayana was on the high ground far away.
Yep.
But I could pressure the soldier just by staying there on the stairs, and she couldn't do anything.
Okay.
It's controlling a whole flank, like kind of way.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Brig's great at. You know, it's like you can deny so much space. You can playing versus dive, like you were saying, is like really really fun as well. So okay, sounds good. So you definitely kind of have like at least a starting point. I think you're still relatively new to the game. Have you played a couple hours of probably of like every hero, or have you? There's still a couple heroes you haven't played
uh,
yet.
every hero,
Okay,
every
good, good. I think that's really important, right? You got to find out what you enjoy the most. Now, you've kind of picked your favorites, right? Are there any characters that you really, really, really like, but that you don't play a lot? And if so, why?
like you gotta pull up the heroes
There's a lot of them.
that I really like. I'd say Diva and Doomfist
Sure, sure. Okay, something to try. So, why don't you play
and
those
Zenyatta.
characters?
Zenyatta too. I never play him.
Okay, why don't you play those characters? Do you not enjoy them, or you just you enjoy them, but you're not sure if you
Oh,
can play them, or just haven't had the time, or what?
I enjoy them a lot, but they are really hard.
Ah,
I don't have the tech to master Doomfist, like how to punch, even how to use E and then cancel to jump. I don't know how to do that,
mm.
and I didn't put effort into that. So
Okay,
I
makes
don't
sense.
really care.
Well, yeah, at least you're honest with yourself. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that like I just want to encourage you to like if you ever got bored with Hog, if you got bored with Honor, and you wanted to pick up new characters, you obviously could. You know, like you said, you could put the time in and learn them. So just double checking. Okay, so you have a decent little bit of a hero pool here. You play a little bit of every role. Goals here. I want to reach Grandmaster is the goal. Now, do you have what role do you want to reach Grandmaster with, or do you want to reach Grandmaster with all roles?
Uh, with all bros, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Now,
But
I'm gonna go and give you.
mostly
Yep,
DPS.
mostly DPS. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Now, I'm gonna give you a bit of a disclaimer. You are operating at a fun advantage, but ranked disadvantage. So what I mean by that is playing all roles. I mean that's just what's fun about Overwatch. You know, it's fun to play a lot of different characters. That's mostly how I play the game nowadays because I don't really grind very much. So you know, it's just fun. However, it's inefficient if it comes to ranking up because every role functions a little bit differently. And more importantly, every hero functions a little bit differently. So if you're playing Mei, a little Echo, a little Ana, a little Hog, you know, a little bit of break here and there too, you're spreading yourself very thin. Now that's not a problem if you're casually improving, but that is a problem if you're seriously trying to improve. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So I'm not even saying that you necessarily need to stop playing tank or stop playing support or stop playing DPS or whatever. My point is that you need to basically synergize your goals with your playtime so that you actually have both in tandem with each other. In other words, if you want to casually improve, right now you're not like going for Grandmaster just yet, but you want to see if you can get to where are you at right now? Plat, Diamond?
Diamond.
Yeah, okay. So you want to push to like higher Diamond or even Masters a little bit. You could probably do that with exactly what's happening right now. Just maybe I'll give you some feedback, give you some ideas, give you some goals. Perfect. But getting to Grandmaster with all rules might be tough. It might be really tough. Does it make
To be
sense?
honest, yeah. No, I get it. But to be honest, I don't care that much about tank role. I mean, I would think my tank rank.
Okay. So
Yes.
maybe you say you don't care as much for tank or don't care as much about ranked.
No, about tank. Like,
Gotcha.
I think my real goal would be to get to GM on Echo and Ana.
Okay,
Like,
that
those
makes
two
sense.
characters.
So that's already more feasible, right? what that might mean is that you play a little bit less tank nowadays and you focus more on your DPS and support. One other thing that I like to do as well is I like giving one role at a time focus. So for like a week or two, I'll play 75% DPS or 75% support per week. That way I have that whole week to like really grind and improve at the things I need to work on for those characters. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, it does.
And and then maybe a couple weeks go by and you're like, all right, when I have a week where I focus on DPS and then a week that I focus on support and then just kind of like alternate back and forth. That might be a little bit more efficient. That way you kind of give like good hard focus on the goals that you need to work on for Ana or for Echo or Mei or whatever. And then, kind of ping pong back and forth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And then you play Overwatch about 8 hours per week. How is that time spent? Is that like 3 days, 4 days? Does it depend? Is it all ranked? Is it quick play?
Spread out across the week and only competitive.
Okay. Only competitive. And then how many days per week? Or does it just depend?
Depends.
Okay. Depends. The more you have it spread out, the better. Even if that means you only play like 2 or 3 or 4 games per day, and then you play like 6 days a week, that's optimal. Because the optimal way to practice really anything is to spend about an hour, you work really, really hard, you focus really, really hard, and then you're done. Most people don't game like that though, as I'm sure you know. Most people will be like, you don't play anything all week long, weekend rolls around, they stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning playing 9 hours of Overwatch, right? But that's not, again, like it depends on what your goals. If your goal is to improve, you're going to need to spread that out. And I'm sure you spread that out as it is, but just keep that in mind. You can get better with only 3 or 4 games per day if you go full focus, full energy. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Any questions so far? I know we've talked about a lot of stuff.
No.
Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. If any questions, by the way, come up with that. If you try some different stuff with your schedule or with your hero pool and you do have any other questions, you can message me anytime. All right. Okay. So what do you feel is holding you back from improving? You say my aim and understanding of the game. Okay. So talk to me about your mechanics. How has that been going? Have you been practicing just more competitive? What's been going on with that?
I don't practice my mechanics. I just play.
Good. That's smart.
That's my only practice.
That's smart. Okay. Okay. Now, why do you think it's a weakness? Because what do you have to compare it to? You just feel like, hey, if I was a little bit better, I might get some kills here, or what?
I don't feel like it's a weakness.
Okay.
Just like, what would I do to train my mechanics, my aim, for example, some Kovacs or things like that? But
I would say just play the game. To be honest with you, I think what you're doing right now is fine. The only thing that I might consider adding, especially for a character like Ana, where maybe you aren't getting as much practice as you'd like, is go into. Have you ever played an unranked deathmatch before?
Yeah.
Play that.
I do that between games.
Yeah. But even do that as your warm up, right? Do 1 or 2 games of just unranked deathmatch, and then that's it. And then just play ranked. Yeah, I don't think you need to. I think Kovacs is a little bit overrated when it comes to Overwatch. I think the game just feels too different, too complicated. You could just use your time in the game so much better. That and just playing consistently. And one more thing for mechanics as well, to be a little bit more consistent. Your sleep is a little bit on the lower end, only 6 hours, right? Now, I'm sure you're very busy, right? So you have a lot of other things to worry about. But
I've improved on my sleep, so
really good.
Yeah, I'm
good on you.
Like 7.5 hours. So
excellent. That's really good. That's not just good for mechanics. That's also good for just learning in general. But well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, well, good. Yeah, the only thing I'd say is just like I said, just the unranked deathmatch maybe for a warm up, or if you're just chilling and listening to music or a podcast and you just want to play some Overwatch, you could just turn the game audio off and just go into unranked deathmatch and just queue and just have fun. Now you're also very lucky because you are in EU servers, I assume. So have you ever heard of Tryhard Free For All?
Nope.
So it's occasionally something in EU. You'll see me type here Tryhard. Let's see if there's in there. Yeah, and there it is. Check it out. So you're gonna notice that for me they're all EU ping. But you jump in here, and it is not started. This one. Okay, let's try this again. Oh wait, we're entering game. And what's nice about this one is that it's obviously like normal deathmatch, instant respawn, instantly starts. A lot of the cringe characters are banned, right? Sadly, you're Roadhog, but you get in here with your Mei. And you notice with Mei, I don't have Mei wall. So what do? I can't even. I just practice my mechanics. That's all.
Okay.
And it goes to like 50 and then immediately restarts. But you get so much practice. And the reason that I love this is not only is it like really, really good practice for like anything, but it's also really good for like a support. For example, like with Ana, you're spending a lot of the game like healing your tanks, right? Then you get dove by Genji and you're focusing on like, you're like, crap, you're panicking, right? But if you get in here as Ana, okay, let me see. If I get in here as Ana, I mean, look at all I'm going to be fighting. I'm going to be fighting Widows. I'm going to be fighting Tracers. I'm going to be fighting Ashes and Genjis. So I'm going to get so much practice. This is what I use because I was an Ana player as well. Oops. So this is where I got my practice grinding my mechanics is just playing a lot of tryhard free-for-all. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I really enjoy this. Like, go ahead.
Like I'm not doing deathmatch that many times anymore.
Yeah, you should try this. This is much better than unranked deathmatch, even because the players are a lot better. Like I guarantee you, if we looked at like this lobby, I don't know, Kovacs or maybe a private profile. Yeah, see, there's a Masters DPS player right there. So that's great practice, right? You're going to be playing against players that are even better than you, right? So, and again, the goal isn't to win. The goal is just to like you could just honestly, you saw me there. I just turn off the audio, listen to a podcast, listen to some music, and just chill. I really enjoyed it. Maybe that's just me, but that's a great way to practice your mechanics.
I usually don't warm up. I never warm up, so maybe deathmatch is a way because when I tried it, I remember that I was so hard focused on the deathmatch.
Boring.
That I got out of auto, like when you do things automatically.
Autopilot. Yeah.
Autopilot. And I was really thinking about how to survive all those players going around me trying to kill me. It really helped for my games just after a deathmatch.
Good. Okay. Well, great.
I really got out of autopilots.
Okay. Deathmatch. Well, good. Yeah. Then roll with it. I mean, I like deathmatch warm-ups a lot because, like you said, it's for me anyway. A lot of the other aim training stuff is really boring, and the thing with deathmatch as well is you can do 5 minutes, you can do 10, you can do 15, you can do 20, however long you'd like. For my warm-up, I'd usually take me like 10, 15 minutes. Some people need longer, some people need shorter. And then, if you just want to like aim train and just grind, sometimes when I was done with ranked, like I play like 5 or 6, 7 games. And then I was just like, I'm just going to go listen to like this podcast or listen to this video. And I just put the video on for and I'd play a deathmatch without the sound on for like an hour. And I grinded my mechanics so much. Yeah, it's very relaxing. It's a lot of fun, So, I would do it 5-10 minutes every day for warm up and then do it whenever after that, after you're done with your competitive, as much as you like, whenever you'd like. Okay. Aim and understanding of the game. Sometimes I engage either too early or too late. Okay. So timing maybe a little bit, but what do you think is missing from your understanding? Do you know, or are you not really sure?
I think I'm starting to get it. On Echo, like I want to talk. Can we talk about Echo? So
of course.
On Echo, I think I don't take off angles. I stay too long with my team, and when I try to take off angles, it's often too late. It's often when I realize that this angle is good to pressure them and not let them walk in. That it's too late to go there, or that I even try. That I try, it's risky. It's a risky play. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, it doesn't work, and I end up dying.
Now, it's interesting that you use the term off angles. So clearly you have learned something, right?
I've watched a lot of the videos.
Okay, well, good. So you're trying things, and like you said, even like RJ and trying the flank stuff. Okay. So you want to look at your off angles. You want to look at your positioning. Anything else that you feel like maybe with understanding or even just execution, like it, but you can't really do it well? Is there anything that comes to mind?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any other questions. Keep working at the sleep. Keep working at the warm up. Keep working at the hero pool, and that's pretty much all I've got here. You want to look at some gameplay?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a replay code?
So because they erased all replays, I played today this morning to get some.
Sure.
And I got one game, I got one game where I won as Echo.
Yeah.
But there was a part where on defense where I don't know what I was doing. I think I think the problem was the lack of off angle,
Okay. Okay.
and that's why we lost so fast. But I don't know if that's it or not. And
That
I
okay.
think
Sure.
could we look at that, or even if it's a
Yeah.
win?
Yeah. I mean, win or loss, I don't think it matters. I just want a close game. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, has to be a loss. Has to be a loss. I don't think it has to be a loss.
Okay.
Yeah. Could be, as long as it's a close game. Because we just want to see what you play like when you're under a little bit of pressure. You know, if it's sometimes losses are really bad because if you lose by a lot, like you get tilted, you get boomed, you start making mistakes that you don't normally make, and it's like we don't really learn a lot from that. So, okay.
Okay.
Let me get everything pulled up here on my end. Up just a tiny bit. Okay, so you've been talking a lot about off angles and a lot about like flanking and setting up assassination plays and stuff like that, and I think that's great. I think that's something that is Echo's really, really, really good at. But there's one other thing that Echo is really good at. Now, it's nice that you mentioned Hanzo because Hanzo is actually very similar to Echo in this aspect, where it is a character that can assassinate people. Right? Take these off angles, take these all this kind of stuff. Right? Bam, bam, bam. Almost like a Genji or Tracer, right? But what separates Echo from Genji, Tracer, Sombra, and so on is the ability to do what you're doing right now, which is just to spam and spam and spam and spam. So you are both an assassin and you're kind of just a sniper in terms of just amount of spam pressure you can put up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So the question is always which one is going to be useful? Do I want to spam? Or do I want to like off angle, flank, assassinate? And more often than not, the answer is both. A little bit of both, right? Like I look at this composition here. Could you assassinate an Ana? Yes. Soldier? Yeah. Could you? Sojourn? Yeah. And to be honest, you could even spam them a little bit. You got to be careful because they got sniper rifles too, but you could spam them a little bit too. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
When I play really good, I have this knowledge that I can either spam on maybe some tank that is close or go for the Squishy's assassination.
Brilliant. Excellent. Yeah, love to see it. So I love this. I really do. I think the way that you execute it is absolutely terrible. But the idea is great. You use your shift, you get up and over the roof. They don't even see you coming. You see that the backline is far away, so you don't need to worry about them. You dive bomb, which means you just kind of drop onto her, but you just messed up where you dropped. You wanted to kind of drop behind her, right? So you don't have to worry about getting chopped in the face. And then obviously you need those stickies to land. That's okay. The beam's still good and you still get the kill. Love to see it. Nice job. And you also, like you talked about timing in your form, right? Perfect timing, right? Perfect timing. Because that queen is not even thinking about you. You see this? She's thinking about the enemy queen. And so that's how you survive.
I saw my tank moving in. And I thought I could go sneaking.
Brilliant. Really well done. Ooh, nice. That was really good. Nice. See, here you don't really want to go in because you'd be by yourself, right? So you're just kind of poking. I think this is a really good Echo first point because of the verticality, right?
Yeah.
A little awkward there.
That was a misclick.
I was gonna say. I was like, Now, I want to talk about this really quick here.
I could have done it better.
Two problems with this, all right? Because I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna tell you how stupid you are, right? And then you're gonna tell me what you should have done differently, right? All right. So first things first. I actually think the idea of the play is good. I really do. I mean, this is not. I'm joking aside. This is a smart play. But you need your beam for this. You need your CDs for this, right? Now it turned out that you didn't. You got a little bit lucky, but you need your CDs when you go for an aggressive play, right?
Yeah.
That's problem number one. Problem number two is you're doing what no flanker, Echo, Tracer, Sombra, whatever, no flanker wants to be in what I call a sandwich. And this is a sandwich. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
You are between multiple targets. Right. So you're in between them, right? So you always want to attack people from the outside. You want to be the bread, not the meat. You got me? So if you were to go for this Ana, first off, it's a little bit early. You're a little bit ahead of your Junker Queen, first off. But like, let's say that your Junker Queen is engaged. Let's say the timing was good. How would you do this? When would you do this? From where would you do this?
From this same place, like wait for my CD and just go up on the building.
Up
to the
here?
left.
Here?
Yeah, glide there and get to the Ana or the
Very
soldier.
smart. Very, very, very smart. Love
I
it.
would think I'll go for the soldier because soldier puts more pressure on me, and Diana needs to heal their tank.
That's true. That's true. But you see, even going for the Ana here wouldn't be bad because how easy is it for the soldier to shoot you from this position?
Yeah, but the problem, I'm not sure if gliding, I'll reach the where Diana is. So
True.
if I
True.
don't get there, if I miss my stickies, I don't have the beam to follow up because I'll
That's
be
true.
falling under, and the soldier will be able to kill me.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You know, all of this sweat just to try and get this assassination on the Ana, I think he came up with some good solutions. But here's another question. Is there another play that you could do besides assassinate the Ana? And if so, what is that play? And more importantly, where would you
Destroy
be?
the queen, maybe.
Okay, so where do you need to be to destroy the queen?
Right where I am, man. Just
Sure.
stickies and
Sure. But
or from the inside.
Sure. Watch this.
Yeah.
You see this? Can the soldier stop you?
Nope.
Ana, can the Ana stop you?
Everything. No.
Is there cover for the Junker Queen to hide from you?
No.
Not really. She'd have to go all the way inside, totally disengage. This is the off angle that we want from you. And this is what makes Echo so strong, right? You combine those play styles of where you utilize your mobility for off angles and your spam, and you take off angle spam, right? What can she do? Because if she pushes you, what will you do?
A minion, I can just fight.
Exactly. There's nowhere she can hide to avoid your spam. And this is what makes Echo really strong right here. This is what makes Echo really strong. Keep that in mind. Even with spamming, sometimes an off angle can be really powerful. Because the problem with spamming here is that, not only is it easy to get a 2-man nade or a 2-man carnage from that Junker Queen's axe or helix or whatever, or damage orb, but it also means that the Junker Queen can hide here. If I'm here, she cannot hide here. Yeah. See that? Okay. And I want you, the rest of this review, to be looking for opportunities. Nice copy. Obviously, again, the same kind of a problem, though, where you fly up and in the open instead of up to cover or up on an angle. You see that? But I want you to be looking for the rest of this review for two things. Dives where you fly into the open instead of kind of like going around the map. And look for spots where you could have taken an off angle and spammed instead.
Okay.
Which that's kind of like the challenge for you to be able to keep an eye on. But really good copy though. Like using it to enable in a very aggressive play. Very smart. Good, right? I'm just kind of zooming through this because it's obviously just like a lot of waiting and just kind of shooting around. We're waiting. Okay. Now, what do you think of this?
Just after I did that play, I realized what a mistake it was.
Why?
Because I know no one's dead, so why am I pushing the just trading ults? But I know no one's dead, and I know that there's a soldier and an Ana on the flank. I don't know why I want to go main. Like I would rather put pressure on the Ana and soldier if I'm flying or.
Okay. So where would you be instead? Where would you be instead? I think there's a couple of options here, right? So where would you position, where would you engage from instead?
From behind the pillar.
So over here?
Or
here?
One.
This one here? Yeah, got some cover. Okay. So maybe you could stage a dive this way from the pillar. Okay, where else? Remember, look for angles where you could just spam tank without getting poked out. Where could you do that?
Where I was at the start.
See this?
Yeah.
That's an option as well. Here's a question for you. When you're diving a soldier Ana, remember when you dove the Ana earlier, you got really close to her. Why?
To get my beam in case I miss my stickies.
And even your stickies too. It's easier to hit your stickies up close. So if you were to dive bomb something, like let's say the Soldier Ana, getting close is important, correct?
My plan wasn't to dive bomb the Soldier Ana, just to put pressure on them. It's just spam damage on them.
But you've committed, right?
Yeah.
Case in point, right? So, okay, I like our solutions instead. Either spam tank or, like you said, poke and pressure them. Maybe look to go for the Soldier Ana later. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Uh-oh. What do you think? Are you in the middle of the enemy team?
No.
Did you get close with your stickies and beam?
Yeah.
This guy's dead. Right? Brilliant job. That was perfect, right? You did your job.
I'm just waiting.
Ooh, okay. What was that? Wait a second. Oh, he hooked her into it. I was like, holy crap, how did you do that? He just hooked her into the stickies. That's hilarious. Well, hey, you know what? You'll take it. Nice job. Nice job. Alrighty. Now, let's say the soldier was here. Are you in the middle of the enemy team?
No.
Nope. Are you timing this push well?
I don't think so.
Okay, why?
Because my hog's still behind the wall.
So maybe just a second later and you're good, right?
Yeah. And
go ahead.
I pushed her because I thought the soldier would challenge me. But he just ran away, so...
And if he challenges you, you cook him with your stickies and beam, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I kind of lost my purpose there as soon as I got up.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That's why I didn't miss the Ana.
And that's true. It again becomes a question of maybe if you wait a little bit longer, maybe she exposes herself. I'm not sure. Good copy to keep yourself alive. I think here, once you get the copy here, you don't have to rush things, you know? You could sit right here and just chill. Fish for some shots on Torb. Because the problem is this, if you die here, you're dead. There's nowhere for you to get back out as Echo, right?
As soon as I died, I knew that I had to... I know how to play Ana, so as soon as I died, I knew I had to get way back there and just use my abilities and maybe heal my Mercy if she gets damaged. Just get off.
What do you think of this?
It's okay.
Yeah, are you in the middle of the in-between? No? Do you have an angle? No? Or yes, excuse me. Are you timing this well? Yes? Okay. Nice job. It's good value. Stickies them away a little bit. Forces the soldier to look at you. Beam. Be a little bit faster with that beam, you know? Remember, it's 50%. It's a lot of DPS. So like right here, this needs to already be beaming right here. Okay. You go for the stickies instead? Don't. Go for the beam instead. Make sense?
Yeah.
Small detail, but it's an important one. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. We're just kind of spamming here and chilling. Here comes the dive bomb. The only problem with this dive bomb is what?
Could you go back just seconds?
Carefully. It's a detail. It's a tiny little detail.
I'm not full.
You're not full, right? You don't necessarily need to be full, but you do need to not be critical when you go up. Now, your Mercy trolls. Your Mercy starts healing a hog. I don't know why, but she does. Okay? But you certainly were not in an HP, what, like 60, 70 when you pressed your shift for this to make sense. The play is okay, just not at that exact second, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Let's keep going here. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. All right, be a little bit careful. August here. Here's what I see from you a little bit. I see an urgency to get this copy off. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
To make something happen.
Sure. Don't be in such an urgency if your off angle is really good. Do you see this position right here?
Yeah.
This is amazing, no?
I'm not sure I like it, to be honest.
Okay, tell me why.
I don't like the fact that every single time I have to peek, I have to wait for my flight.
True. That's true. That's true. So then you're going to get your copy forced pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
So don't force it to happen. Instead, fly, shoot, use your stickies, and then if you have to copy. Does that make sense? Don't rush the copy when you could wait for your stickies and use your cooldowns first. Because what you could do is you can come in here, wait 1 second before you go, wait, then fly, shoot, use your stickies, play and cover, don't press W, then get your copy a little bit later. Does that make sense?
No, okay.
Because you go so fast and so aggressively that you don't even get a chance to use your stickies and you die before you even build your ultimate. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. I get it.
Nice.
I just got lucky.
Nice. I might have dumped my cooldowns there. I might have fished for that there. Ooh, nice.
I had no idea they were solo. So
Gotcha. Okay. Even so, I might have stayed on the angle and just dropped some cooldowns. But okay, nice job. You do a really good job landing your stickies. It's pretty good. Oh, close. You already have your ultimate almost again. Spam. Very good. Now all you need to do here is just chill. See, you do this here, and I don't mind it as much. But you know what? You know what you could do here as well? What could you do?
Kill the queen.
Yeah. Just sit here on the off angle and just hold down your, like, tape your mouse down. Just bam.
I still support that W key.
Right, and I think that's something to keep an eye on. Because the thing is, it's not that your aggression on backline is bad. I like the fact that you're going for these assassinations and DPS and support. But the problem is that, well, you tell me, what's the potential problem here? You're probably fine because this fight's probably won. But what could potentially be a problem here?
Well, I had no idea when they respawn, so...
Well, that's a detail, sure. But also, what's the state of your CDs?
I don't have B mana.
Where's your cover?
No, my cover is flying.
You see what I'm saying? So that's actually a great point. My cover is flying, right? That is definitely something that I think a lot of echoes get trapped into, where it feels like I'm flying, so therefore I'm invincible, right? But that's not true. That's not true. So obviously this fight here, you're fine. You're probably not going to get punished for it, but it is a concerning pattern we see with you, where you will go in without your CDs, and you'll go in just because there's just a support there. You just got to go. You got to go. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Shoot the tank. And if you are going to go for a support, or you are going to go for a DPS, okay, here's a question. If you wanted to go for a support or a DPS back there, how would you do it? Like, let's say you had your CDs. Let's say you had your copy. How would you get to an Ana, a BAP, a Widow, a Hanzo, or somewhere back there? Where would you go? This is tricky.
You mean if there were still 5 people on point?
Sure.
Just
let's say that this here, it's like you shooting tank isn't going to work. You got to go kill somebody, right? Where would you go? How would you get to that Ana, or if there was another squishy back there?
I had a game where something like that kind of happened, and I looked at the respawn time. I saw there was no one respawning because I flew on the right side. Yeah, this side. And tried to kill a squishy.
You see how this is much better cover and sneakier too, right? What about this side?
I never go this side because if I can't fly inside.
The flight isn't good, but the cover is good, right?
Yeah, no, the cover is good. That's the thing.
No,
I think this angle is good. It's
something
just
to
I
something to
don't look
consider.
for it because kind of an issue.
Sure, sure. Something to consider here. I don't think you needed to do it this fight. I don't think you should have done it this fight. I'm glad you did what you did, but it's something to think about. Something to think about.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. You almost got. Now again, I want to point out again. Like I'm not trying to point blame here, but
No, that was always
yeah.
no, that was
You just be careful. Be careful. Okay, let's see here. Careful.
all my team, but I have copy.
Yeah, it's maybe okay because you're up one. Now I want you to give me another option. Let's say that their soldier isn't dead. What angles could you take here? You could dive bomb up here, but risky. What else could you do?
That's the question. I never know where to play as Echo on this point.
Well, that's why we're asking the question, so you can think about it. Think about it for a second. Tell me what you think.
I would like to rotate either where our Hanzo is, but Hanzo is already playing there, so I don't see the point in staying
Well,
there.
maybe it's still a crossfire though, because you're saying Mahans is playing there, but yet you're standing behind your Ana right now, or next to your Ana and next to your Hog. So why not put 2 people here and 2 people or 3 people here? It's okay to stack with your other DPS if that's the only option you have, right? You kind of see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's an
So
option.
it's okay to put two DPS
Sure.
that want to flank together.
Sure. If there is
Even
if there is not a better angle, then yes. Then yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know that there is a better angle right now. Now, if you had a mercy pocket, maybe you could wrap all the way around here and do funny things
Yeah.
over here, right?
I wouldn't go there without a mercy pocket.
I
That's
would
why
agree.
didn't go.
I agree. Okay. But again, you could take, remember the first fight and first point where it's like just take an off angle and shoot the tank? That's an option here.
Yeah.
Copied her before she died. All right. Nice. Poor guy. Ooh, the nade lasts there. All right. Okay. Well, we love to see it. Okay. So I like your aggression. I like your stickies. I like sometimes your positioning, and I sometimes like your copies as well. But what are things that obviously like you're doing pretty well right now? But what are some things that you think you need to practice that you've seen?
Like easy off angles.
Mhm.
Maybe does the thing that you talked about on your video about cheating applies here? Like
Oh yeah.
maybe I'm forcing
yeah.
too much.
Oh yeah. See, I'm so glad you recognize that because that makes my job easy. You're absolutely cheating. You see a squishy, you just zoom to the squishy, but you don't think about like setting up on an angle. And not only cheating in terms of your positioning, but you're also not thinking about you're cheating with your CDs as well. You're going before you have the CDs that you need to make that play work. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just it, mate. Maybe you're just cheating a little bit too much. And not thinking about your angles. That's the biggest thing that I've seen. What do you think?
I think that's really it. And I think
I agree.
I think I only won this game because I had a mercy pocket.
Yeah, the mercy pocket lets you cheat a little bit, but if you can not cheat and have a mercy pocket, then you're really good. You're really good because you're in a perfect angle and you're not cheating with a mercy pocket. Love to see it. Now, I got one other problem I want to point out here. This Echo skin is disturbing. You should really reconsider your choices.
I love it.
Maybe that's all part of the psychological warfare. You scare your enemies. I like the positioning here.
That's where I started seeing a problem in my positioning.
Win. Here?
When I was playing at that moment, no, just a little bit before.
Right here.
Yeah, as soon as I drop there, I see that I'm playing from main. My Hanzo is playing from main. They can just round the corner, go to PS the Ashe can take the high ground, and I'm just there. So as soon as I saw that, I realized that either I had to go back to the high ground on the right side, or I was screwed.
I like this angle here, right? Because you can do the exact same roof dive bomb, and then you can also position here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the much better position for you. Keeps your angle, allows you to play along rooftops more. Your Ramattra holds main, you hold the right side. Maybe even your Hanzo's with you, I don't care. As long as you have an off
He
angle.
just walked for free there.
Yeah, agreed. Okay.
Here's where I tried to make something funny.
Good. Good. So do you want to guess how you die here? Or why you die, rather?
I'm beating 3 people.
Yeah. This is why. You need to be patient on this angle. Because your Ramatra's in spawn. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people looking at you right now.
I know my entire team wasn't there, but
Yeah.
I thought by repicking I could see either if their tank is either pushing, or that means do I have time to get out and join my Hanzo, the rest of my team, or do I stay on low ground with Mercy?
I would stay here, to be honest with you. Your Hanzo has the, I think you could play all along these rooftops up here. You could hold here. This angle is really, really good for you. Because there's lots of cover and you can sneak up on people, right? That's what you want for Echo. So I think you're peeking here, but then the second peek through the window here, you're dead.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, they did play it well. That was pretty nice from them, but be careful. Nice. He's going to die. Nicely done. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Oh, no. That's okay. You destroy Ashe in here, so she dies too. Yeah. Do you see there's been no cheating here, right? You've held an angle, you've fought people on the angle, and you've stayed on the angle. No flying out in the open, no flying into open space and running straight at the enemy team. Nice job. Okay. Whoo! Look at you. Wow, okay. That poor Mercy never knew what hit her, Lucy. Blam. Completely annihilated. Nice job. No way you get another one. Oh, you guys so close. Wait. Oh, no. So unlucky.
I see that this position, I want to keep it. I want to stay here.
Yes, you need to keep it. I agree, but we need to go back to the what just killed you earlier, right? What just killed you earlier?
Not having my team.
And this is the same problem here. So I don't think it's bad for you to stay here, but be very, 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 very careful. Because even with this peak, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because even from this, like this peak right here, even you need to be very scared. Now, if your Ramattra and Ana had pushed forward, it would have been fine, but you need to be careful. Now, the fight's starting. You see this?
Yeah.
Now you're good.
I wasn't expecting the...
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I just got lost for it to fall.
Yeah. Try to like this is kind of what I'm saying about rushing your copies a little bit. You don't have to rush this. This angle is really good. You have your CDs. So here, just what do you think?
I was gonna try to dive bomb the soldier if he wasn't shooting at me. I really wasn't expecting him to hear me coming from there.
Sure. But even if the soldier does see you here, there's also nothing wrong with just like playing the roof, or at the very least throwing stickies at him first, then going for the copy and the ram, right? Because these stickies are just kind of wasted.
No, I got afraid when I lost some HP. I got afraid. Only lost 20 HP.
Yeah. I think you just need to slow down. Like, I like the aggression into the copy, but I think you need to dial it back just a little bit, because I don't want you dying instantly, or feeling like you're going to die instantly. Okay, be careful. Okay. Careful peeking her at this range. Nice stickies. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You got your stickies. You got the angle. No cheating here, right? You're on the off angle. She's dead. You know what? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It was a good play. It's just mechanics.
Sometimes I have good mechanics. Some days.
I mean, you just missed too many stickies. You missed a shot. You missed a beam. The timing is good because... Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Yeah, at least you didn't cheat, right? You were on an off angle. You earned the backline. You didn't go get the ash, right? You were on an angle. That's good. You set up first, then dove. You can honestly kind of hold here-ish. It's kind of awkward, but it's all right. There isn't really a better angle that you could do here. Now,
Right.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay, well, you tell me. What do you think?
I think first, now is the time where I can just go behind them.
Yeah, I think now that especially with the Reaper Nano, you know, you could peek here, you know. Agreed.
The support W key.
Yeah. You see, and this is where this is what you want. You see this?
Yeah.
Perfect off angle, perfect setup. That would have been delightful. Okay. Here comes the 4-minute hold. Maybe not quite. Okay. Ooh, you almost got her.
I wanted to copy the Yana there and get a nade.
Well, again, what's the problem? Why are you being hard focused here?
Because I'm just flying in front of everyone.
Right, but not only are you flying in front of everybody, but why is everybody looking at you? What else do they have to look at right now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That
This is it, right? Look, you know,
yeah.
you need to wait before these plays. So not only are you kind of flying a little bit in the open here, which to be fair, this third point's really hard for Echo, but you just need to wait for your Orisa. Because this, like, even if you had gotten the Ana copy here, it's still hard.
I never play Ash, by the way.
I mean, that's fine. Because everything kind of snowballs from there. Now this fight's basically unwinnable because you got your copy force first. You got your copy force because you weren't waiting for your tank, and then that's it. Like, they're going to cap off of that. So I think what we're seeing so far is kind of like what we said earlier. It's cheating and timing is what it is.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
So too. Okay, any questions so far? We got time for a few more fights if you'd like to.
No.
Okay, let's keep going. Now remember, you still need to wait just a tiny bit here. Your Zarya is just now engaging, so maybe we're okay. Good. Feels kind of rough, but it's okay. Well timed, right? This is just mechanics, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So how would you play this properly? What would you do here?
Hit my stickies.
Hit your stickies, right? You go for a lot of shots here. A lot of shots. Just use the stickies. You know what I'm saying? That's a good shot. With that plus 1 sticky, he's dead. 2 stickies, he's dead. Okay. Good. He's dead. Oh. Ooh, scary. I think you guys still get them. Yeah, there it is. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job.
I remember she died though.
That's okay. Nice. Good. Very nice. No cheating here. Take that right side or use that roof. Your choice. Ooh,
I
okay.
learned my lesson, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say this position feels so much better here. So much harder for them. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Again, huge stickies. Okay. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Very good. It felt like a little bit of cheating there, but you had the ultimate in mind, so
Right.
maybe it's okay.
What points? I don't feel like I cheated there. So what point?
Well, let's talk about it. It's not so much the cheating as the positioning leading up to the ultimate here. So here, you're walking forward here. This might be a situation where it's okay to, again, just take the angle here and spam tank. If you want to rush the Mei copy, then this is fine though, right? Whereas if you hold here and spam tank and wait for the Mei to drop, then copy, you might be able to get more spam value before you copy Mei. But if you're in a rush to copy Mei, like we need to go now, that's fine. That's fine. It's not a bad play. It's actually, it's totally fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Basically, it's just that you were in a rush to copy Mei. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's not always a bad thing. Nice angle here. Now, this is where things get scary, though, because you're like, oh, no, I have to peel back. I have to peel back, right? Which is probably fine.
Yeah, I thought
But-
over
but-
time and peel back.
But I honestly wonder if you could have just done more here, right? I mean, look at this Honest crossing the open, the Mei's crossing the open, right? Just hold the angle here, hold the angle here. And if they rotate to here, then you can either chase them or then you can go back to your team. You kind of see what I'm saying here? Something to consider. Good stickies. Go ahead.
I don't know about staying more time on the off angle there. Like-
Why not?
Kind of afraid because when I have a Widow in that tunnel against a Ramattra that can just rush a Zarya,
Sure.
and they have a Mei, so I don't know about staying there. I don't know if I did something really by just peeling.
By peeling or by staying here or what?
Both options. I don't see which one is better. I
Okay.
think both options are bad, to be honest.
I think both options are difficult. I think this angle, they're far away, which is a little bit tricky. This angle is you're just stacking on main. So here's the thing. When you don't feel like you have a great option, just pick one and do the best that you can with it.
Okay.
I think what you do here is okay. You hit your stickies. A huge sleep dart from your Ana. It works out great. Let's finish this fight here. Oh my goodness. Sniper Mei. Oh no. Wait. Wait. Oh no. Yeah, but yeah, you can kind of see how like even here you kind of get stuck on point. I think what happens is OT, everyone gets scared to leave point, right? But sometimes that could be a tricky thing where like being scared to stay on point or being scared to leave point means that you might get killed, right? Stuff like that. So be careful. Okay. So let's type some notes here. Echo. What do you need to practice with Echo? A couple of things. What do you think?
Who's better, my off angle?
So keep an eye on the cheating, right?
Yeah, not cheat.
Cheating.
Both on off angle and with my CEs.
Mm-hmm. And wait for CDs to dive bomb. Just fly directly at the squishies without CDs. Okay. What else? Timing, right?
Rushing, yeah. Timing made rushing my ult and
Mm-hmm. Tank is
just timing, I think.
engaged. Yeah. Any details? Any micro? Maybe be a little bit more patient with your. Maybe a little bit more patient with your stickies. Just be a little bit more aim focused. Like really, really aim them. You know.
Yeah.
Patient with stickies. Focus on accurately aiming them, not just spamming them at an enemy. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that was all clear.
All right, awesome. Well, good stuff. Lots of really good things from you. I think you know, like you definitely have a good understanding of off angles. You understand what timing means, so it's going to be about really just executing what you know.